Ladies and gentlemen, so we got a little hip hop barbershop conversation going on, and I'm here for it. This be the fun part. You understand me? The debates, the going back and forth. So, some members of the hip hop community, have came out and spoke about J. Cole, the whole fall off situation, and the whole continuing to say he's the best rapper alive situation. And in this video, I'm really, really, really about to break this down because I'm starting to see that this J. Cole PR spin of people being like, forget, don't speak about what happened. It's starting to feel Drake Stan levels of like not making sense. And I'm going to break it down very concise and very easily. But first, we're going to react to the clips of Jada Kiss and we're going to react to Glasses Malone, what he said. But I first want to let Chig Smooth say what he said in this video because I'm not gonna lie. He said he broke it down right. So let's get right to it, then we're gonna get into the other stuff.
Guys don't know, J. Cole is gearing up to drop his album, The Fall Off, in a couple weeks. And because of his antics from 2024, nobody's trying to hear any tough bars from J. Cole. And rightfully so. The man had everybody fooled like he actually wanted war. I'm sorry, J. Cole fans. A lot of you guys are probably pissed off right now. Don't be mad at me. You gotta be mad at your man's J. Cole for that bullshit he pulled off 24 months ago. If you're going to call yourself an MC, you have to be willing to go there with any and everybody. Yes.
It's really the wildest thing that I'm starting to see is like what is hip hop doesn't matter to people when they're when whoever they fan is maybe doing something they don't agree with, right? Um I watching people in real time try to change the rules that even J. Cole was following before the apology. Watching people try to spin this narrative it doesn't even make sense. It's very simple. It's very what Chicks is saying is very true. But I'm gonna break it down even more simple. It's almost so simple that I'm starting to be like, what is going on right now? Please, y'all don't turn into the owls. Please, like it's getting almost where I go like, oh, this starting to feel like some psyop. This starting to feel like, but let me let Chicks finish. Then I'm gonna go.
Even if you're cool with that person, what J. Cole did 24 months ago was some of the most disappointing things we've ever witnessed in hip hop. Now, today on their show,
now that's what Chiggs had to say, and let me say my piece before we get into what Fat Joe and Jada Kiss and Glasses said. I don't understand. First of all, the whole saying that this was because I can see some people like, get over it. It was 24 months ago. That's anti hip hop. That's anti hip hop. That is stream TikTok brain. That's what that is. Do you know how long we debated Tupac, Biggie? We still do. You know how long we talked about Jay-Z and Nas? We still do. You know how long people talked about like LL Cool J versus Cool Mo? You know how long this whole new this happened 24 months ago, so get over it is people who are trying to be anti-hip-hop because hip-hop is a history and a story. You're not supposed to forget any of the stories. At any time, you could bring up a debate and talk about it. What are y'all talking about? Second of all, it wasn't 24 months ago because he was still popping his ish on Port Antonio. Did we forget that? Did we forget that? So, and I'm not talking to J. Cole fans. It's the stands. It's stands who ruin everything. Stands will make you not like, let me talk for myself. Stands will make me not like an artist I've liked my whole life. They do this way. It wasn't 20. He apologized. Then on Port Antonio, he said, man, if I really was trying, I would have killed everybody. Still popping crazy. Still talking crazy. Then on his newest single, he says he's the greatest rapper alive. At this point, here's how I break it down. I'm not the one telling you how to feel about J. Cole's apology, am I? Am I going, hey, this is how you should feel because of J. Cole's apology? Am I saying you should feel the same way I feel about J. Cole saying he's the best after apology? Am I? No! It's y'all weirdos going, hey, You're supposed to feel the way I feel about J. Cole after the apology. Huh? How dare you have a different opinion than me? And how dare that opinion be based on what J. Cole said? At what point, and here's the thing is, maybe we would stop talking about it if J. Cole would stop talking about it. All of y'all are hypocrites. All of y'all are hypocrites. Because if Tekashi 6ix9ine right now jumped on a song and said, I'm thorough, I'll hold it down, I ain't never told on nobody. That was way more than 24 months ago. Y'all would still be talking about it. So let me find out any person that you see on Twitter talking about get over it 24 months ago, go to their timeline and see what they're talking about. It better be nothing that happened past a month ago. I bet you they'll have opinions about other things. Notice, that's why I start going, oh, yo, this is Stan's ruining shit. And you think you're going to change people's opinions who feel that way about J. Cole by what? Arguing with them? By making fun of them? No. Were you on stage when J. Cole apologized? I know you have this parasocial, you don't understand, and you think you really know this nigga. Were you on stage when he apologized? Did you have anything to do with the apology? If not, you cannot change what happened that day. And you cannot change my opinion about that day. I'm sorry. I'm not even, and here's the craziest part. I'm giving so much bail where I go, no, I'm going to still listen to Cole. It's just because the only thing people are saying is, no, it's not that we hate J. Cole. It's not that now J. Cole is a whack rapper. It's not that he's just capping. And anytime he says something specifically about that one thing about being the greatest rapper, we're going to look at him crazy. It'd be no different than if a person was talking about he was the toughest person in the world, and then the one time he got a chance to fight, he went, you know what? No, you can't say you're the toughest nigga in the world anymore. And I don't want to hear about this bow out gracefully. I don't care in which way you bowed out. I saw a tweet where somebody said, I can't believe people are mad at J. Cole for saying, you know, he the best, just like every rapper said since Run DMC. And I go, that's how I know y'all niggas ain't really hip-hop fans. Because you're right. That is a common thing. Let me tell you, if Run DMC would have been challenged to battle, not just by anybody, or would have been in a battle with one of the biggest rappers at the time. If Run DMC got in a battle with LL Cool J and backed out, they would get more backlash than J. Cole's getting. Stop inciting old hip-hop and then just lying about it. Anybody did what J. Cole, the only reason why J. Cole's shooting bail is because we live in this weird era now where anything's acceptable if you stand somebody. That's it. The rules were way more rigid back then. You couldn't... Brother, if somebody of your caliber challenged you to a battle and you did what J. Cole did, it would have been the rap of your career. I know you niggas don't know what you talk about. KRS won through, what was it, EPM Dawn or EPM, was it EPMD, PM Dawn? He literally threw somebody off the stage because he thought he was too sweet. That's it. Like, stop doing that, bruh. Like, I don't understand this. Like, why can't I feel the way I feel about J. Cole doing what he did? Oh my God, sorry for that rant, but it's like, I'm not sorry for that rant. Like, stop it, my nigga. Because you niggas will be the same people. I swear to God, if Drake on Iceman, just watch this. If Drake on Iceman says something about like, I actually won the battle, watch what these niggas say. It's funny how y'all can talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Y'all can harp on whatever, whenever it happened, but when it's the person that you have a parasocial attachment to, you can like J. Cole, cool. But if you out here making tweets, making videos, try to convince the people, you're wrong for the way you thought about what he did. Brother, I'm not telling you you're wrong for your enjoyment of J. Cole. Please leave me alone, nigga. You could be as mad as you want. It's not changing anything. So let's get to what Fat Joe actually said with Jada.
You said J. Cole. I don't look at him the same. He ain't come outside. Sometimes you tell me, Joe, you want the 100 million, this, that, you got to say the truth. I don't look at him the same. The fucking sword is dull. I don't care what he spit. Because I've been listening to him spitting. I always said he's one of the greatest. And all that is irrelevant to me.
And here's what I'm going to tell you right now, right? And I feel like, anyway, I hate when people say like we live in a PC world, but this is one of those moments where I feel like, yeah, we are kind of sweet, we are kind of soft. I don't understand, like, so a nigga can't not. A nigga can't look. I see niggas taking personal offense because a nigga has an opinion about somebody they never met and the person that doesn't care about them. Nigga, I don't. What? I don't even do that to Drake fans. I don't even go to Drake fans and tell them they shouldn't be Drake fans. The only person in the equation right now being weird is the person telling you how you're supposed to feel about how somebody else did something. Like, what, nigga? If somebody's telling you don't listen to J. Cole no more because of the apology. If someone's telling you you gotta say J. Cole is X, Y, and Z now because of the apology, cool. Then you can go, no, I have the right to do it. If you're telling me how I should feel about J. Cole after the apology, understand you're a weirdo.
When you talking all like gangster shit,
and I still think J. Cole is one of the best when it comes to pen to paper. Period. He is. He still holds that. He will never be one of the greatest rappers to me ever. My criteria has been documented years before this battle. I always look at somebody. You cannot be a GOAT if you weren't in a battle. Now listen to what I said. I said in a battle, not win a battle. Jay-Z is my favorite rapper. Jay-Z is my GOAT. Kendrick and Jay-Z are my GOAT. But Jay-Z is my GOAT, right? Is the GOAT. I hate my GOAT. Is the GOAT to me. Guess what happened when he battled Nas? He lost. He lost in epic fashion. That didn't change nothing to me. That's why, where it's like, no, he participated. So it's like, you don't have to win the battle. It's the participation. That's all I need. That's all I need.
They call you to the yard and you don't step outside. I can't look at you. That's like you seeing the dude who they always told you, and you always thought he was tough. And you see some other kingpin nigga, some smack his cheek off and the nigga, my bad, and walk off. I'm keeping.
It's a very simple concept. Like, and I know it's a simple concept, but I know a lot of niggas is lying because I've even seen people who've been capable for saying like, telling people how they should feel about J. Cole's apology, but then if you check their tweets or check like their channels or check their, you look and you go, nigga, you have the same exact opinion about something else that's older than J. Cole's apology. So now you can't.
Near the buck with you. That's how I look at
the
this
music,
shit.
man. The music is great.
I don't get.
And Jada is right too. The music can still be great. That's what I'm saying. It's like the stands want to have their cake and eat it too. J. Cole's diss to song two or whatever, track two, lyrically, some of the best penmanship I've heard so far this year. Some of the greatest pen to paper. But to me, my view is like that's like watching somebody who mean with the shadow boxing. Nice with the speed bag. Nice with the, oh my God. Hit the way he turned into that punch, the snap of the, ooh, that boy nice. But to me, you can't, a battle is a fight. I gotta see the fight before I say you're the greatest fighter of all time. I can't judge that off a speed bag. You speed bagging beautifully. You're showing me your technical ability and how to do that cool. It's like a shoot around in a gym. Maybe like a nice little fun one-on-one. There's no stakes there. There's no you can lose when it's just you on a song. I need to see when there's stakes, especially when your whole thing. I actually am a J. Cole fan. I actually grew up a J. Cole fan. That's why I'm disappointed. That's why I feel like you gotta be like the people who are really disappointed are the longtime J. Cole fans because you've heard what he's been saying. You heard the Dead President's freestyle. You heard both of them, nigga. You heard all the stuff that he was saying on our track, and you were just waiting for a nigga to look at J. Cole direction. That wasn't Diggy Simmons or No Name. You were waiting. You were just, oh God, let a nigga bark in his direction. It's funny because there's people who still have negative feelings about Lil Pump for what he did all them years ago, where J. Cole made fun of in a song, and will still bring it up today anytime Lil Pump pops up. But niggas can't say nothing about J. Cole. And J. Cole still has... Man, well, whatever.
Give a fuck if you lose. I never forget Everlasting Eminem.
Yeah, I don't care if you lose. See, Fat Joe is saying... And Jada's not even really disagreeing. He's just saying that doesn't stop from the music being good, which is both true.
Fuck if you lose. I never forget Everlasting Eminem. Everlast definitely knew he couldn't beat Eminem, but he came outside to the yard.
Respect.
He came outside. And so that's just how I look at it. Big up J. Cole, the whole crew.
And I don't understand why. I think because the stands are taking it as a parasocial thing, they're taking it as an insult. Why? That's not an insult to J. Cole. It's just what you did. And I would bet so much money. I would bet so much money if this was somebody. If J. Cole was Kendrick, and Kendrick did to J. Cole might even openly go da 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 da. But I don't feel J. Cole. If you talk to him in person, I bet you be like, yeah, that shit was kind of weird. J. Cole be having problematic lyrics too. Like, don't act like he don't be. Bro, listen to Everybody Dies, my nigga. Please listen to Everybody Dies and then come back to this. Like, I don't understand how you listen to Everybody Dies and then be like, you can't have that opinion about J. Cole. What?
North Carolina and all that, but he caught stage fright. Supposed to come outside, man. He did.
He did, man.
All right.
I mean, he did.
Fouled out gracefully, but that don't never mean he wasn't. I mean, where we come from, all call outs is
What they say.
He trying to shoot some bad. He bad at. I mean, where we from, all call outs, you got it. He was even about to say, and where we from, we couldn't do that. But you gotta let him live. Jada, I like Jada.
In the Game of Thrones, what they say, the North never forgets. Remember when the Starks come? They go, the North never forgets. Yeah, you're not waiting 6 months to let the.
And that's why I said he was still popping on his ish on Port Antonio. Why do we act like this is just a thing that happened with the apology and that was it? He never again acted. He never was popping his ish again. He never, like, what are we talking about? Like, stop trying to rewrite history, my nigga. Like, he is the one bringing this up. And I also said this: if J. Cole never on this new song says he's the greatest rapper alive, right? And people are going at him, then I can see the J. Cole stands going like, man, leave it alone. Da, da, da. I still would be, that's an invalid point. You can't tell somebody what they should talk about or how they should feel about somebody. Cool. But I will say, him saying it in the song, it's like, well, that gives validation to anybody speak about it. How dare you have the right to say whatever you can say, but I don't have the right to have an opinion about it? Shut up. Or I have to have the opinion you have? Shut up. Just shut up. If anything, that makes, whenever somebody goes, oh, look at him, Jekyll, it makes me double down on my stuff more because I'm like, oh yeah, it's still not into everybody. Oh yeah, niggas is soft. Niggas just soft. Like, I don't even understand why this is. It's not nobody's saying we hate J. Cole. I'm about to listen to his album, enjoy it. I enjoyed that song till he said he was the best. And all I did there was go, and then kept it moving.
Smoke clear to come back outside and talk legendary and all that. Like, it's like the North never forgets.
Into that. He just ended what he into.
All right.
Yeah, the new
Coming
shit,
from you.
shit is crazy.
I mean, he was into it until he wasn't, man. And this was what he was into. So we're not going to rewrite that. But all right, man. I don't want this video to be too long. I guess I can't even get into Glasses because I don't want it to be too long. I think Glasses was basically saying around the same thing. Basically, my point of this video was to get off the whole, y'all, stop this, man. I know we can't do anything without stand warring stuff, but like, the easiest way to go about this is if you're telling somebody how they're supposed to feel about J. Cole after his apology, you're wrong. It don't matter what you're telling them. Whether you're telling them that you're supposed to think J. Cole is the greatest ever still, or you're telling them that you shouldn't be able to speak about what he did. You're both wrong. And I'm never telling somebody how they're supposed to feel about J. Cole after the apology. I never will. You know, I won't even argue it. Well, I'll probably debate it. It's hip hop. I'll debate it. But you have your right. That's your prerogative. But so do I. It's that simple. And you guys are sounding like academics with Drake when y'all are running this like it's gonna help. It's the same thing I told the Drake stands where I go, yo, y'all need to focus on celebrating Drake more than trying to convert other people to be Drakeites. This is what's happening again, where it's like, yo, focus on J. Cole more than you are arguing the people who feel a certain way after his apology. It's very simple. I don't get this, brother. I just don't understand what is going on right now.